Hello, I'm here with Stephen Murray, who's the director of PSG, the Property Search Group, who are the market-leading experts in relation to searches for properties. Stephen.
Hello, Harvey.
In our series for first-time buyers and people who aren't experienced property investors, we're exploring various issues of the conveyancing market and process. So for today, could you explain to me why searches are needed in relation to property transactions?
Yeah, so there's a number of searches that are classed as required, and there's a number of searches that are optional. The one absolutely required search for all transactions is what's called a local search. Mm-hmm. It has an official name in terms of COM29 and LLC1, which you might hear bandied about, or just inquiries of the local authority. And that basically has the role of two things. There's two types of search. One is a search that's produced by the local authority, and council produced search, and one that's produced by private search organisations such as ours. And essentially we're looking at the same data which is held at the local authority, generally in public registers. And then we look at that information and put the relevant information into a report. And that report actually, if you break down every question, is almost 100 questions per property. And it reveals things like on the local land charges side of it, whether there's a smoke control order, whether there's any financial charges against the property. I once had a property in Liverpool that had over £30,000 worth of financial charges against it. And had that not been revealed, that liability would have passed with the property to the new owners. So there's really kind of serious things. Other things it talks about are highways and road adoptions. So you might buy the house and suddenly find that you've got a liability to maintain the road outside that you thought the council were maintaining. So there's those kind of real important things. Also just basic things, if you've had building work extensions on the project, it shows that those have been done with council approval and built to the correct building regulation standards. So a number of issues around that, and lots of other things about kind of highways, traffic schemes. What people think sometimes is that they answer questions in a broader context to the property, and they don't generally. Local searches are property specific. It might answer a bit about the road outside, but it's not going to tell you anything about your next door neighbour and whether they've applied for a big extension. And there are other reports that can satisfy that.